record it too, just in case.
Yeah, good shout, good shout. We are live on YouTube.
All
Hooray!
right.
Um, can someone else send the link real quick so I can get the recording going?
How
Yes.
do I share the link?
Just go to YouTube on your phone and then from
Gotcha.
the channel.
I'll post it on my Instagram too.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Dylan in the bucket to join. We'll see.
All right. Should be ready to rock and roll.
Channel. I'll post it on my Instagram too.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
I know. I did that last time too. It was funny.
Oh, did you live stream the last time?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
how do I share that?
Should be somewhere you can copy the link.
Oh, I got it.
All right, I'm about to start recording so we can get rolling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me just post this real quick. Give me 1 second. I don't know how to make it a link, but
You looking on the story?
yeah,
Do like a sticker
sticker.
in the right
Oh,
top right. There's you can do a sticker and
okay.
there's a link sticker.
Link. Paste.
I'm
Done.
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and start the recording though while you finish that, and then
Yeah, that's fine.
all right, ready. Hey, what's up? Hello, welcome to episode 4 of the Anchor Dahn podcast. I'm Dyson, joined by Noah and Aiden. Aiden's back after a game time scratch due
Sure.
to illness last week. He's back. We got the whole gang. Pirates take a three game sweep from the Reds over the weekend in a fun series, and they'll start a 3-game series tonight out in Arizona after an off day yesterday. Guys, how you doing tonight? How we feeling about the Red series?
I'm feeling really good. Uh, a lot of people were worried about the Cardinals, and yes, that was not a good look, but we got back on track. This team's more professional than we've seen in the past. Um, they we have enough veterans on this team. They know how to adapt. I'm not worried about the season. Excited.
I watched Big Bear hit a home run in person, so that was cool.
Yeah, you guys were at the game Friday, and then Aiden, you were there Sunday.
Yeah.
I was
I'll say this. I'll say this. The biggest takeaway I got was Sunday. The crowd was electric. They really were. It
Yeah.
was a 1-0 game, and there were cones, there were flags, there were people were standing. People were. It was really cool to see. You don't see that
Sunday.
often.
Sunday was a fun one. It was
Yeah,
obviously completely
it
different than
was
the
fast. It was.
completely different than the Saturday 17-7 blowout, but it was a fun, gritty 1-0 quality baseball game. Just pitchers
It was
duel. It
very
was a
quick.
fun one.
Just over 2 hours. It wasn't even 2.5 hours.
Overall, what were some of your guys' biggest takeaways from the? I mean, we really. I feel like, in my opinion, I think it was just a complete series. We saw a little bit of everything. I mean, Friday we see 9-1. We see one thing that stuck out to me Friday was we saw some guys that hadn't been producing. Henry Davis in particular. Ozuna hit a home run. Like, we had some guys that were maybe struggling, were in a slump, started to kind of put it together on Friday, and then Saturday you had the big 17-7 blowout. That was just, I mean, it was crazy to watch. It was like what is happening
Oh
right
yeah.
now? And then Sunday, like I said, you see the 1-0 just pitcher's duel that we pull off in the eighth, and overall, I think he saw a little bit of everything in the series.
Yeah, Friday, we were at that game. It was really cool seeing Henry Davis hit. We don't see that often, and he just seemed to figure it out. Like he hit really well. Who else hit? Reynolds hit very well. Ozuna
Yeah,
hit. Everyone hit well, and it's good to see a level of professionalism. You know, they were at 500, bottom of the division, then they go sweep the Reds. Like they did what they needed to do against a division opponent. Which again, I cannot stress enough how important the division games are this season compared to years past.
Yeah, going into May with every team still above 500 in the division is like kind of crazy. Especially because there's only three AL teams that are over 500. Uh, yeah, you got to win those divisional games, and we did. So good job, guys.
I'll say this: Saturday, 3 of the first 4 innings were through the lineup.
yeah, that
I've
was. I
never
mean, it was
watched a game
absurd.
so dominant in the first 3 innings. I mean, what we scored 15 first 3,
Hmm.
maybe first 4.
The first four, I think.
It was just it was over before it even started. Lajinsky pitched fine, had a lot of strikeouts, did give up 5 runs, but I mean,
How about those Reds pitchers?
they look bad. They look really bad. I mean, Sunday, they got after us for sure, but ultimately, so did
I
Ashcraft,
mean,
didn't we?
it was just I was just in disbelief watching the seven straight walks. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, the Reds roster looks bad. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. They just don't. They don't look like their record on paper at all.
I mean,
They're playing a good bit of baseball right now, absolutely, but I don't see it translating too far. I really don't.
Yeah, they have a negative run differential, and the Cardinals aren't too far behind them either. I think theirs is only +3. Um, I think it's going to be very easy to overtake both those teams. Obviously, the Cubs are really good right now, but I don't feel too threatened by the Brewers either. Yeah, but those two guys are frauds.
I, yeah, I'm just waiting for the collapse, and it could be starting for the Reds.
well, what do you guys honestly? Do you think the who do you think finishes with a better record, the Cardinals or the Reds?
Ooh.
That's tough. Um, I I'm still gonna say the Reds, even though I think the Cardinals are better right now. I think the Reds. Francona's knows what he's doing. They got hot at the end of the year last year. Stars like Ellie, once Suarez is healthy, they're gonna step up. I still don't see them being that good, but they have more than South Stewart, obviously, who sucked against us. But they have
Bomb.
more than the Cardinals do. They just do.
Yeah.
I think I know that Cardinal series. I mean, Weatherholt, JJ Weatherholt is he's hot right now.
Oh
He's
yeah, he's great.
he's really hitting the ball well, and I think he's just gonna be a good player overall. I think he's just good defensive second baseman as well. And but I don't know the Cardinals. Both the teams I think like you guys said are frauds. They're not gonna be up towards the top of the division, but they definitely have some pieces. Obviously, the Reds, like you said, you got De La Cruz, you got South Stewart. TJ Friedl had a good series against us. He was hitting the ball well and giving us troubles. Um,
Pittsburgh native from
Mhm.
Swickley.
really, I knew Weatherhill was. I didn't realize Friedl was.
Yep.
Um, there was a Reds player I don't remember saying on the broadcast from Titusville. Was it Friedl
From
that was?
Danville. Uh, Someone's from Danville. It's like more Central PA, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean both teams do have some quality young guys, but yeah, they're definitely the Cardinals and Reds are going to be up to top of the division for sure. Um, I mean, pitching. What were your guys' thoughts on the pitching? We had Friday night. It was Keller. Yeah, it was Keller. Sorry.
Hmm.
Um, pitched. I don't have the line here, but he pitched a solid game.
Yeah.
Um, and Mlodzinski. 10 strikeouts, career high 10 strikeouts, but still gives up five earned. Um,
He confuses me so much. Like
I don't think I really care though about the 5 runs. It was a blowout before it even started.
yeah, that's true.
You know,
It was.
um,
I mean, his
yeah,
stuff actually his stuff looked good. Like I think it was it might have been the first and second inning that he had trouble, and then after that
yeah,
he
yeah. He
started
let up that
cruising.
home run his
He had
first in 75 innings.
he had five straight strikeouts at one point. His stuff was looking really good. He was cruising there
Hmm.
for towards the end of the outing, and
Yeah,
then
I think it's 6 straight strikeouts.
yeah, it was five or six. It might have been six because I think that I do
Hmm.
remember them saying that Skeens has like the record. He hit seven straight, or maybe not a
Yeah,
record, but they said that Skeens did seven straight.
I think he
And
did that against the Cubs
yeah, it
in
was. I
his third
remember
game.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really early in his career.
Hmm.
And then Sunday, Ashcraft. I mean, what an outing! 7 2/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and I mean, really one word. I mean, it was just efficient. It was just efficient
It
work.
was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it
I
was.
there was nothing bad I could say. There really
I mean,
wasn't.
you can't get a much better outing than that. It was.
I was really sad he didn't get the win credited to him, obviously, but
Yeah,
I that would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, if you go almost 8 innings, like no runs, like you'll obviously
Hmm.
take that every single time. So
And I
well,
think this is huge for the bullpen too. Like we got a lot of rest this series.
and
Keller
then
went 7.
had the off day
Uh,
yesterday too.
yeah, oh
I
yeah.
mean, bullpen's
Majinsky
honestly.
went 5 2/3, but we put in what Davinsky, and it was a blowout. Like you know.
Yeah.
And then
and that ended up
Sunday,
getting Kelly suspended, which
yeah.
If
And then
Pirates
Sunday,
will be without Don Kelly tonight.
yeah. Then Sunday, we only used one reliever, Soto,
hmm
right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
Yeah,
he pitched an inning in a third, and
yeah.
I don't think he had any trouble. It might have been perfect, or maybe one base runner. But yeah, honestly I think the bullpen might be completely reset going to this Diamondback series after the off day
I
yesterday.
I hope so because this is their chance to get back on track. I mean, they're bad.
Yeah,
They
during this West Coast trip, I would realistically like to win like 4 out of 6. Arizona's like hanging around 500, but I think we can take care of them, and San Francisco is not that good. So
Yeah, Arizona's offense is legit. I think we can keep pace with them though.
yeah,
We get Skeen today, Keller,
Speaking of the
Bubba
bullpen,
tonight.
they never called back up Dotel today
I don't believe so.
because it was they optioned him for Barco, and I thought it was just like a short term thing because that was it was I forget maybe last Tuesday or something when they really needed some help. But
Yeah, yeah.
Barco is he still up in Pittsburgh like with the team or did he go back?
Unless Davinsky might have took his spot,
That might yeah
I think he did.
I think that is what it was. You might be right.
which I don't see Davinsky making another start. Not after getting suspended. I think he should step back down. I
I mean,
mean, eventually he might hang around, but
Dotel had some good stuff. He was doing.
mhm.
I believe he had one bad outing and then one like maybe one or two really good ones.
I think his debut was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. His debut was okay. He gave up the one home run. He came in like the eighth inning or maybe ninth
Yeah.
inning to close it out. Gave up one home run, but then closed it out.
Hmm.
So speaking of the bullpen, Jared Jones is restarting his or starting his rehab assignment tomorrow, right? How long will that take? And like, is he's probably going to start out in the bullpen for a while, maybe the whole season, if I'm right in saying that.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is his second. This is his second rehab start. He threw a couple innings in Bradenton, I believe,
Oh
and
yeah. He just made people.
yeah, he was looking really good. And I saw that he was. I mean, he was just throwing heat too. Like really hard.
That's the most promising thing I can ask for right now. Is he's back
Yeah.
to 102.
Yeah.
And then so he's starting tomorrow in Indy. It was supposed to be today, got pushed to tomorrow, game one of a doubleheader because today's game got rained out. And I think I saw that they want him to make a start in Altoona as well before coming up to Pittsburgh. And what do you think? What have you seen? What's the timeline looking like for him to
Um,
be fully reinstated?
last I heard, I want to say sometime in June. I couldn't tell you exactly if it was beginning or end. Um, so that'd be what, a month away.
How many more rehab starts do you think he has left?
I don't know, probably what, a month, probably five,
Will they want
maybe.
to? Will they want to stretch him out for one of these rehab starts later on down the road, or will they try to keep him short and then not stretch him out until?
See, that's tough because I expect him to come up as a bullpen pitcher. So do
Yeah.
you do you even like? I don't think you can like. There's no bad way to bring him up. You can just take it slow. Um, I don't think they need to stretch him out really. I think he can do that as a bullpen pitcher. Obviously, get him 3, 4, 5 innings, sure. I don't think you need to push him past 70 pitches right now if you're even going to do that. Um, I'm okay with that. And bringing him up, he could be a bullpen guy the rest of the year, and I think I'm okay with that. Unless we see something rough out of Majinski again, I feel no rush to have him in the starting rotation right now.
What do you guys think as far as Majinski? We've seen him struggle the last two starts. Well, like we said Saturday, he had some good stuff. Just I mean, had to give up the 5 runs. Probably I believe he gave up 4 or 5 in Milwaukee.
We
Hmm.
pushed
And
him to 100 pitches too, I think, which was cool to
yeah,
see.
yeah. But do you see him maybe getting transitioned to the bullpen with Jones coming back? I mean, Jones staying in the bullpen for a while, Majinski staying as the fifth guy. And what do you think happens with Majinski?
I,
Uh,
in
I'll say this.
theory, yeah, go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Okay, I'll say this. I think Majinski in the bullpen is an all-star pitcher from the
Yeah.
bullpen. I
Yeah.
think he is absolutely phenomenal. But I don't think that's going to be the course of action unless I don't want to rush Jones. I just don't. Even if Majinski continues this like you know push it like even if he creeps up closer to like in the fours, maybe pushing 5 ERA, he's still a decent fifth pitcher, just all around. You know, and I think even if you want to do the piggyback thing, you could. Um, that's definitely an option. So I don't know. I think the rule of thumb here is don't rush Jones.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, we all like Molzinski, but we've been like before the show started, we were looking at like OPS against all of our pitchers, like each time through the order and whatnot. And Molzinski's is like pretty drastic. The first two times through the order for him, it's 700 OPS, which I mean, obviously it's a back end rotation guy. It's whatever. But the third time through the order, it's people are batting 1,000 OPS against him. That's just not acceptable.
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting out of him. Like
I'm going to counter that real quick. Yes, he's getting hit hard, especially that third time through the order, but he's not giving up home runs. Like
oh
this was
yeah,
his first home run in
Yeah.
75 minutes,
yeah,
and that's really impressive. But you're absolutely correct. Like 1,000 OPS in the third way through the order. Not that we didn't expect this because we knew he wasn't going to really reach that. That's kind of his biggest issue is getting blown up the third time through the order.
right.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Jones, like, I mean, obviously you can't like plan this, but him being in the bullpen, like if he's available on a day that like Carmen throws, like that's reassuring because you could
Yeah.
pull him, even in the fourth inning, whatever. And I think Jones, even coming off an injury like this, he could probably go like 3 innings. I would think, and then you're set up for
Yeah.
Soto, Santana. So
Right. I mean, I think a key to this bullpen is right now, or when that happens, is if we can keep the arms fresh and utilize these actually the weapons that we have, the Matson, the Soto, the Santana. I mean, use
yeah,
them heavily. They've shown that they can handle it.
right,
And try to avoid the Ramirez pitches fine. Try to avoid Montgomery and not avoid them. Just like I don't trust them in a close game. I would much rather have Soto and Santana.
right. So in the case of him coming back up, say like mid-June, whatever, are you sending down a bullpen arm or are you taking like a position player down?
Bullpen.
Yeah.
One of the Sisk or Dubinsky or something.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be that deep.
One of those fringe guys.
Yeah, I'll say this about the bullpen before we move on. First pitch strike percentage is very, very low. And we have seen the key to the starting rotation has been the high first pitch strike percentage. The other day, Ashcraft, when he went 7 2/3, 89% first strike percentage, first pitch strike percentage. um, I think that's the key to efficiency. That's the key to like they have the stuff. Just throw first pitch strike. We
Right.
got the stuff. Trust it.
We were touching a little bit before we started recording. We were talking about some possible deadline additions, and we were talking about arms, obviously, because bullpen's obviously been a spot of weakness. What do you, well, both of you guys, what do you think about a starting pitcher potentially getting a starting pitcher at the deadline and then being able to move Wojcinski? Because as we've touched on before, there's just the depth in the starting rotation is not very good.
I didn't even that hasn't even crossed my mind, but I would love that. I don't even know who to go after though. So
Yeah, I would like to see the options. I if there is a good option for a good price out there, maybe. But I also am not opposed to just going after bullpen, especially if Jones is having a speedy recovery and we can push him up come playoffs. Put Majinski in the bullpen, get Jones up and active for the playoffs, and then have that reassurance in the bullpen. I want to go for Chapman. I just
yeah,
the Red Sox are tanking. He's gonna be worth prospects, which we have. Go get him. He's good, and he knows what he's doing in the playoffs. That's a thing that we now have to start thinking about, which is weird. Like that veteran experience matters, And we have veteran guys too. We have professionalism in Pittsburgh, which is weird. We're not used to
Speak,
that.
Speaking of those veteran guys, Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, the guy's just. I say it every time he gets a hit. Professional baseball hitter. He just
Oh yeah.
he just finds a way, and he's just such a professional at the plate, and he's fun to watch. And he like we've touched on before, just his leadership you hear from in the clubhouse, and just you see in the dugout and on the field too. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's been I mean, huge addition, just a true veteran leader.
Runners in scoring position, hits for power, is hitting over 300, RBI machine, and we have him next year. Like he is one of the most important pieces on this team right
Yeah,
yeah,
I forget about that. It was a 2 year deal, which is just
now.
crazy to
He's the
think
glue
about for the
guy.
Pirates. It's
People
the
talk about the
Pirates
glue
never
guy.
do a
He's
2 year deal.
2 year deal. What's that?
Oh man,
I think he
yeah,
was the first since 2016.
yeah.
Who was
He's one of
the
my favorite players on the team.
2 year deal? It was Francisco Liriano, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah, that was the
yep.
last multi-year deal.
No, that was a 3-year deal, I think. It was Diaz was the last multi-year contract in
Wow.
2016. Or Edwin Diaz, or not Edwin Diaz. Pitcher. Don't remember his name. Someone look that up.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway,
So I just got word from Isaac that we need to get into our sponsors for today's video. So let me get real close to you guys here. Thank you for sponsoring Anchor Down to our sponsors, Curry Services, Alex Shoemaker Drums, and shameless plug once again. Me and Alex Shoemaker call Punksy Chuck's baseball and softball games Mondays and Wednesdays on 100.9 FM, 1540 AM. The Groundhog locally. Check us out. We'll be live on Thursday, actually, this time for a girls' game. So thank you for sponsoring Anchor Down.
okay, so before O'Hearn, it was December of 2016. We signed Ivan Nova to a 3-year deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was
Liriano
he
was the biggest contract.
Oh, okay.
He was the biggest free agent signing.
Ivan Nova.
O'Hearn,
I can't say that name was the top of my head.
Yeah, he wasn't very.
Yeah.
Let's touch on Connor Griffin now.
Mm-hmm.
Connor Griffin.
The goat.
We when we first started this podcast, I was very passionately saying that Connor Griffin will be fine. Well, guess what? Connor Griffin's fine. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. He's batting .435 with a 500 OPS or 500 on base percentage with a 1239 OPS during that 6-game hit streak. 2 doubles, a triple, home run, and 4 RBIs, stolen base. I mean, really, it looks like he's just settled in to the big leagues, and he's just totally comfortable at the plate. He's putting the ball the other way. He's pulling the ball to the gap, to Connor's corner, off of righties too, like we saw him do in his debut, and he's taking those sliders that they leave just in the zone, just a little bit from the outside corner. He pulls them out into the gap out there, and I think he's just spraying the ball everywhere, hitting the ball really hard, and he's just doing it all. It's been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, if you didn't see it coming, were you really watching? Because it was all there. Even if he started slow, even if the strikeouts were there, it was so obvious he was an adjustment away from blowing up. And the really cool part is he Kevin McGonigal, Weatherholt, they got that that head start on Rookie of the Year and stuff. But I think Griffin's at their heels now, or gonna be soon. Weatherholt's hot, so is KG.
Yeah. So early on, like, we weren't concerned at all about him not getting a ton of hits early. Like, yeah, his batting average is like under 200 for the first couple of weeks, whatever. Our only concern, we've said this a lot of times, was his strikeout percentage and his walk rate, and he's so far really fixed that since he turned 20. I think only 5 times in the past 6 games he struck out.
He's had 5 walks in the past 6 games, I believe, and he's had 8 on the season.
One second, I got it right here. It was 3 walks, 5 strikeouts in the last 6 games.
Yeah, so
okay, and he has 8 walks on the season, which is still low, but 3 of those have been in the last 6 games.
Yeah, 8 walks in the season, 3 in the last 6 games.
I think he's settling in. The nerves are gone. He's, you can relax a little more in the box. Definitely seems to be settling in. Made that slight adjustment that was needed. Kept a lot of ground outs to start. We're seeing him get under the ball, seeing him hit for power, seeing him run the bases like no other. And he's the reason we won that 1-0 game. I mean, he had that double.
Yeah.
He scored the run. I mean,
here's a pretty good number with runners in scoring position. He's batting 360, and that's on the year. He's batting 360 on the year with runners in scoring position, with 12 RBIs.
Yeah, that's great. That's what the team needs,
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. The runners in scoring position issues this offense has had. That's probably the biggest issue we have with the offense, I would say. And he's one of a few solutions right now. Cruz is hitting well with runners in scoring position. O'Hearn, obviously. Those three, I think, are, if I had to guess, probably the biggest three with runners in scoring position. And it's cool to see Connor Griffin such an important piece in this team's development.
Let's talk a little bit about the lineup tonight. As they start the series in Arizona. A little bit of a different lineup. Griffin moves up. And so going Cruz, Gonzalez batting second at second base with Lowe getting the day off. Reynolds, O'Hearn, Ozuna, Connor Griffin batting sixth. Mangum, Bart, Triolo back in the lineup and playing third base. And then Chandler's on the bump. Yeah, so Griffin's moving up a couple spots, put him in the six hole. Nicky G getting a 2 spot tonight with Brandon Lau out. And Triolo back in the lineup. What do you guys
Boo!
think? Not a fan of Tree?
I do not like him.
Not
I'm
a
sorry,
fan.
Jared Triolo.
I think you're
Please
wrong.
get off my
Sal.
baseball
Let's
club.
Aiden is one of the biggest. Well, I mean,
I am
he's
the
a
biggest
big
Triolo
Tree
defender.
defender,
I
and
am.
Well, let's hear it.
yeah, I mean,
All right.
let's hear this. It's nonsense.
This is what I gotta say. I don't think he is that good of a hitter. I'll say that.
Of
Sucks.
course.
But I want you to compare this real quick. Last year, Joey Bart was the league average hitter. Okay. Can Jared Triolo hit as good as Joey Bart did last year? Yes, and it's not a question.
Joey
He
Bart
absolutely
was league average last year.
last year. 100 weighted runs created plus, maybe 101. I think third best on the team. Okay. Jared Triolo can do that. Yeah, that's sad. Jared Triolo can do that, play anywhere in the infield, and give you Gold Glove defense. The value is there as a bench player. I'm not saying he should be a starter. He should absolutely a bench player. But when you take Lau out, when you take Horwitz out tonight, when you give Brian Reynolds a rest day, when you give, there's so many spots where he can just slide right in there. And this bench has a lot of depth, and I think he's just another super important piece to that bench's depth. I think when he settles in here, we're going to see him hit comfortably. I don't think he's going to be good. No, he's not going to hit any power. He's not really going to walk. He's just going to hit okay and play really good defense. And there's absolutely room on this team for
that. There
That's what I gotta say.
There is. That is true. Now Joey Bart, I do not want on my baseball team anymore.
I hate him. He's my least favorite Pirate. He's got to be here though. That's the problem.
How's Endy doing?
No.
Fine.
Okay.
Hitting maybe 230. I think what we looked it up earlier, 222.
I mean, it's nothing special. It's
yeah.
So
recently
the thing is
heating up. But
the thing is Davis is just such a better defensive catcher, and you see,
so much better to watch the games when Davis is catching. It makes such a big difference.
You see the records, the records when the two of them the splits and Davis I think Mart is darn near a losing record. I think when he's behind the plate,
it's like behind a losing record. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think it's close. Yeah, I don't think it's close.
Yeah, it's just it's weird, and like I heard on the fans they were asking Michael McHenry, like, is this just coincidence, or is this like McHenry's like, no, like it's definitely like there's a reason that Henry has such a better record.
Does there have to be a reason? Like after such a large sample size we've had is with these two behind the plate, Davis just calls a better game. I don't care why. It just does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say though, I am glad we're giving our guys a lot of our guys a rest day today, especially they get 2 off days because yesterday was a travel day. Yeah, I don't know, but Joey Bart not good.
No, I'm not saying Henry Davis should be the everyday catcher. Obviously, you see that very common with catchers. Um, you know, 3 to 5 days you play. Um, but man, I just wish there was some better option, and I wish it could be ND because it was there when he's healthy. It was there, but we might have missed his window. He's 25. Catchers take a while to develop. We missed some of those key years um, with a lot of injuries. So, is it time to give up? Not yet, but I think he definitely has to spend some time in the minors here.
I'm glad Jake Mangum's in the lineup tonight. Obviously,
Who
love that guy.
are they facing tonight?
Rodriguez, pitcher. I think he pitched in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah,
Is he ready?
No, that's why Horwitz and Lauer out today.
yeah.
Lefty pitching, those guys always bench. That seems to be a pretty common.
That is true. I was just thinking since Mangum was in because Mangum hits right-handed pitching really well. So,
Yeah, he does.
but yeah, Mangum's been fun. He's been a great addition. You hear him mentioned on the broadcast. Him and guys like him and Billy Cook. Just there's guys that good teams have for late in the game. You gotta have their speed. You gotta have
Every
this.
play, he is full of fire.
Yeah, it just
He's mad every time he grounds out. He's running super hard through the base. He throws his whole body with the ball. Yeah. Even if he's a average hitter, really. I mean, he has zero power. It's like literally nothing. And
yeah, but there is a spot for that on the team though.
Yeah, it's like little league at bats sometimes. Like he's just hacking away and fouling balls off, and then pokes one through and runs it out like his life depends on it. And it's
right. He's hitting 270 with a 650 OPS. Like
yeah, like that's not that good. But I would rather him hit over a lot of guys. Really, sometimes I'm like, I feel much more comfortable with Mangum in there than Ozuna in a tight situation than
Joey
Bart
Bart.
or David. Yeah, especially Joey Bart. And even like 270, that's good, but let's get that up a little bit. I want to see him hit that 300 mark like he did last year. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I do love that he's on the team though.
definitely. Those are, like I said, he's like one of those guys you just got to have coming off the bench. You see it all the time with on teams like Dodgers, Yankees. You see like kind of these no name guys come in late in the game, but kind of make their mark in the playoffs because they're just having moments late in the games when they're needed.
Andy Pages, bro.
I believe this is one thing I want to say. Nick Gonzalez is top 10 in baseball right now in average.
He is, yeah. I believe there was a point this weekend he was number 2 in the NL.
Could have been, yeah.
I forget his name, but the Diamondbacks guy was.
Like he's like 35 years old too, just on a hot streak.
He's batting like over 400.
He was. I think he's at like 398 right now, 395, something like that.
Yep. Inamaro Vargas is batting 382. 382 now. So, and I think I believe off the top of my head, Gonzalez is sitting around 330-ish still.
328. Yep. Yeah. So with Bubba throwing tonight, what's that?
14 game on base streak, I think.
Yeah.
Just ended.
Yeah.
All right. We're about to run out of time. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, it looks like we are. But
all right.
Pirates sweep the Reds. It was a fun one. They take 3 now with